There we go. Alright, we're going to blend our ingredients in the Ninja Chopper here. A couple of cloves of garlic. 1. Try to find one that's relatively unblemished. 2. I have half an onion left over, which I'm going to throw in the chopper. Maybe I'll cut it in half, make it a little bit easier. And why not? Let's throw in a handful of basil from our little basil bushy plant. Hey guys, slow down. Alright? Can't have too much basil. How long is it going to keep? Alright? Okay. Plug it in and give it a chop. I think it's done. Well, let's take a look. Yep, it's all chopped up. Which we've already started. Warm up some olive oil. And I'm going to add some butter because butter will make our onion and garlic basil mixture sweeter than if it was just cooked into olive oil alone. Okay guys? Okay, we have been gently cooking the onion, garlic and basil mixture for about 8 minutes on a very low setting. On 2 out of 10. Now we're going to add ground chuck in this case. Usually use ground round, but there was a sale on ground chuck this week and they were out of ground round. So we're just going to put in the ground round. I mean the ground chuck. Whatever. We're going to turn up the heat and we're going to continually break up the meat and cook it for about 8 minutes, perhaps less. Hard to see in a black part, I guess. Have to get a stainless steel aluminum pot. Alright, so we'll be back for more later, and that's the next step. Okay, the meat has been cooking for about 8 minutes. You see it's all broken up, and if it was ground round I wouldn't have to drain off the fat, but this is pretty lean ground chuck, and I'm going to skip over the step of draining this. You can always chill this and then skim off the fat later, the fat will collect on top. But I think the fat will give it some flavor, so I'm just gonna keep on cooking, keep on trucking. Alright, now, I turn it down a bit. Wow. Depending on your taste, you can put more or less in. With some pepper, freshly ground. There isn't much left in here. Again, season to taste. A small amount of chili powder to give it a little bit of oomph. Perhaps a little bit of Italian seasoning. Not too much, not too little. Stir the whole thing together. Now we're going to add tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato. Now, my wife doesn't like cans, so I have to buy pommy in boxes. This happens to be strained tomatoes. So, in goes the tomatoes, which have been strained by the Pommy Corporation, wherever they are. It's a pretty fresh carton. Now, give this a stir around. Turn up the heat a bit. And once it comes to a simmer, we let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And we're done.